stock of the day is Capricorn Metals. We've got a slew of production updates at the moment coming from the materials sector. It is the Aussie gold producer based in WA, releasing their June 23 activities report, stating an increase in mining activity in the past quarter, but they're expected to remain consistent into the fourth quarter. And it's saying that it's achieved a strong cash flow generation from operations to a record $155 million there. However, you take a look at the stock today, it has been absolutely smashed. Well, that's the yearly chart that you see just at the very end there. And Adam, I guess we've seen this elsewhere with some of the goldies too. Slight miss or a disappointing production, and they are getting hit hard.
Well, it's also all of the gold stocks today, Evolution, Newcrest, all. So, great day for Capricorn to come out and, sort of say something to the market. So, all a lot softer. And the US dollar's been strengthening, so that's definitely been putting pressure on our commodities or the gold stocks. And it's interesting. I really like Capricorn. I think it's. I mean, I always stay in the top: Northern Star, Evolution, or Newcrest. Don't buy Newcrest at the moment, but those two. But Capricorn was one of my favourite ones. This one is probably one of the only massive porphyries that we've got here in Australia, and so these guys have done very, very well. We were investing in this one when it was sort of 5-10 cents. Now it did do a consolidation, so don't take that. So it's all relative. But we've done very well on Capricorn. I'm going to say it's a buy. I really like it. I think, have you changed your tune today, given, like you say, now it's down to these levels? No, I think it's a very good company, very well-run company. I'm trying to remember where they are. It's near Orange in Australia. But so they're very, very good, and it's got a fantastic porphyry. Porphyry is basically a large gold deposit, but very low grade. Lots of gold, but low grade gold. So lots of dirt needs to get taken out of the ground to get it. But really like Capricorn, so I'm going to stay with a buy on it.
It's high cost though, given.
I think that's one of the reasons why their capex was a little bit higher.
Because you're seeing that with all those production reports at the moment, Northern Star, similarly, and that's come off tremendously given the cost it's facing. And all in sustaining costs, and I don't know how much it costs them to get the ounce of gold out of the ground. But I think the capex was a little bit higher this quarter, but I think they've got that under control. So I'm really comfortable with it. I like it. It's a good story. Mark, do you agree?
I'm not much of a gold bug, so I'm going to separate this into the business and then the more the store of value trade afterwards. But these guys have been improving greatly. There is that capex number was a little bit high, but overall, they've got 4 mines. They are based in Australia. Things are incrementally improving, which means management's doing their job. And as we've seen with a lot of these gold miners, obviously, this increase, the inflation sort of coming in terms of wage costs and, higher spends to get things out of the ground. But as I said about the store of value trade, we're sort of very much, we're a believer in that. We think that, as we get to the top in rates, which I don't think we're near yet, but that gold and silver will both rally quite significantly. Silver's our preferred play, and just on the back of basically I think solar increases the demand of about 15% for the next couple of years per annum for silver. The gold-silver ratio is trading at fairly historical lows, and when the store of value trade kicks in, silver actually traditionally rallies harder. So, and then it's got that industrial use behind it of about 60%. So, with these costs at the moment, we're just going with the ETP MAG, which is the physical silver. So we're negating that risk there with the cost. But obviously, at some stage we want to switch into a miner who's going to take the. Usually the price goes first, and then the mines will catch up as they're clocking in those extra margins. So
what's your preferred miner then?
In silver.
Yeah.
Silver mines is okay.
There's not a lot to choose from.
There's not a lot to choose from. Yeah. So that's another part of the reason why we're just probably sticking with the physical at the moment. But there's a couple of new sort of IPO or just past IPO stocks that have sort of come on that might be on in production in a couple of years, which we may consider. But there's not a huge breadth. of choice there. So yeah, that ETP MAG is just a simple play for the moment.
All right. So what's your call on Capricorn?
Look, I would hold it here for sure. I would prefer to buy silver, so I think hold is probably as far as I can go. But I think that store of value trade will work quite well over the next 18 to 24 months.
All right, that is our stock of the day, Capricorn Metals. Let's get into